I just created this 3D game with GLM 5.2, and this is how I did it. ZAI just released their flagship model, GLM 5.2, and hit #1 on the code category leaderboard on the day one, scoring ranking above Claude Fable 5. And it is open source, so this is a big deal. What makes this model special, it is the context window. 1 million tokens. That means that you can feed your entire project, every file, every config, every test, and will stay focused on the entire session. It was built specifically for long, complex engineering tasks, the kind of you push your workflow to the next level. And the benchmark topped it up to, on the Terminal Bench 2.1, it scores 81. And on the long horizontal autonomous coding tasks, it sits right at the top of the leaderboard across the board. Now is the part I want to show it to you. So this is our open source, you can run locally, but the best part is this model is available right now through APIs. And the way for you to do it, you can grab your API key from GMI Cloud and plug it into your application, into your code, or even into existing tools like Kilocode, Clean, or Cloud Code. On this video, what I'm going to be covering it is how you can get your API key, how you can kick off, and how you can use this to code or to plug in into your application. And also, I'm going to show you my example working here. So let's get into it. You first need to log in into GMI console and get your API key. So I just want to show you here inside Model Hub, we have here ZAI GLM 5.2. If you click here, we have the examples, and here it's the most important part, have the model name, so ZAI/org/GLM 5.2 FP8. So this is the model name. So if you want to run this model into your existing workflow, this is the OpenAI compatible. You can get this code here and put it there and put your GMI API key, and this is going to run perfectly fine. So here, first thing you need to do is grab your API key. So you can click here, API keys, and let's create a new one here. It's going to be soccer game, and create API key. Here you have the API. So the next step would be you have two directions. So if you're already using an application and want to test it, plug this into your existing application, you can just put and use the API key with the model name and put it into your application. If you want to use a coding tool, such as the one I mentioned before, you can do that as well. So the one I'm going to be using here today is Kilocode. Okay, first step, let's kick off Kilocode here. I want to show you how we can set up that for you. I already have here set up a GLM, but I want to show you how we can do that. So if you go /models, we have here GMI Cloud. So those are the models you have available on GMI Cloud. If it is not showing to you yet the GLM, what you can do is you can, for example, put GLM 5.1 and tell it to run the GLM 5.2. So this way you're going to be work that for you. So the Kilocode is going to add it. This is probably going to be available in a couple of days. So if it's still not showing to you, make sure you tell it your own agent to onboard that model. It's going to onboard very quickly, and then you can run from there. And then once you select the model, it's going to prompt for you to add API key. So you already got the API key. You can just pretty much paste here, and then you're going to be ready to go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go step by step, and I don't want to tell it to do a 3D game right away. The best way to do is to go evolving, and so I want to give you some steps that I did to get into the result that I had. So I start by typing create a 2D soccer game, make it interactive and automatic, but with the human in the loop. So that's how I started for my project. I started with something more simple. First, I start by creating the environment, creating that 2D view from the top, and then play around with it, setting up that middle ground. And then from there, what I did, I took the next step is make it 3D. So I'm going to show you the steps that we took. So this is a screen recording of the first version, and then we do some iterations here, and we can see that we're able to move the ball, have the player here, and then make the goal. So that was the first version of the project that we had, and this was the second version where we created 3D. So we requested to be 3D, and then we evolved from there. Okay, so we have the inside soccer game, the folder that we have index.html. And then human loop controls. So we have the control here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Let me refresh it. Okay. So looks like we already have our 2D game. Oh, very interesting. Very dynamic. Go CPU score. Okay. Of course, CPU score. All right. I gotta go. Amazing. We have our first game here, our first version, and I just want to show you how we can interact with it. So from here, what we can do is tell it to do 3D, so it's going to be towards this direction here, and then you can ask to add elements, and then when I try to work multiple tasks at the same time, the model is very good, but it's not simple to create a game. So I break down to pieces such as scenario, lighting, the field, the players, and I want to show you the final result for the game. So this is a match between Brazil and Argentina, and I want to play here just for you to see how it works. So waiting for the kickoff. Okay, kickoff, and then I can see my player going there. Okay, I'm gonna pass for this one, for another one. Oops. I can press shift and be faster, and there's no one there to, I'm gonna grab here and kick it there. So there's another, automatically bring another player, and then I'm gonna send for another one here, and then he got it. Let me send for this guy here, and then he got it, and go. Amazing. Okay, let me grab the ball there. So grab the ball, let me run, and Brazil, let's go. Another thing that I built here, we have also the function to do R, and then I can pass the ball to the person there. They're lazy, let's go. All right, let me grab it. Let me kick before I lose it. All right, I got the another guy. So see when I get close, the ball gets close to. Send to the another guy here. He's gonna grab it. Oh, the other guy intercept the ball. Yep. So yeah, I just want to show you guys the gameplay here. I'm gonna make this available so you can test it, and I appreciate it. And if you want me to work on in depth on this project here, some things I was thinking to add is dynamic LLM that will get the passes, understand who is receiving the ball, who is sending the ball, and do a narration in text format and do a TTS live, so we can listen the game pass between one player and another player. So yeah, stay tuned, and I see you guys on the next video.